Hi, I'm Suzanne. One of my favorite back bends to do is upward facing dog. But oftentimes in flow classes, it's a really hard pose to execute properly because of chaturanga. It's the low push-up position that's about halfway down on the ground and the elbows are bent, and it's really hard to do chaturanga correctly, so it's really hard to get into updog correctly. And chaturanga is often a pose that can have the potential to create a lot of injury. So one of my favorite ways of doing a flow practice is skipping chaturanga altogether. I just posted a video about lowering down from plank pose to the floor, 2 different variations, one with the knees and one with a straight leg position. Either one of those could be used to set you up for upward facing dog, coming up from the floor instead of the half push-up position. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. And I'll show it from the plank position, coming from the high plank to low plank, and I'll show it without the knees. So going from the upward push-up position all the way down to the floor, you untuck the toes, make sure the hands are well back behind the shoulders. Inner hand presses down, outer shoulders roll back and draw down away from the ears. Tops of the feet are on the floor, and you roll the shoulders back and you start to lift the chest up. And it's basically a push-up position from here. You push the floor away and pull the chest through and up. The hips come forward and down just a little bit, but they're not sagging. There's actually some lift from the legs, pressing the tops of the thighs up. Keep the shoulders back, pull the chest through the arms and up. I like to go up through the base of the skull rather than really lifting my head up. That tends to shorten my throat. You can probably hear it in my voice. I lift up and I draw the chin back and slightly up from the base of the skull. And then from there, you can either roll over the toes, oops, make sure you have enough mat, or flip over the toes into your downward facing dog. So again, I'll show that from the floor, maybe with a little more mat under my feet this time. Tops of the feet pressed down, legs are active. I've got a little engagement in my low belly, shoulders draw back and down. I push the floor down as I'm pulling my shoulders down, and I lift myself up with the strength of the arms. Everything's up off the floor, thighs, hips, belly. Pull the chest through the arms, roll those outer shoulders back, draw up from the base of the skull, lift the thighs up, and then I'll flip the feet on this round and pull the hips into downward facing dog. It's a real nice, easy way to get from the floor in a flow class. You don't have to stop at the half push-up position. Skip chaturanga if you're not doing it well, or it's just too much of a struggle, which it is for a lot of people. So anyway, coming up to Updog from the floor is really strong, and it's just a really beautiful expression of this back bend coming all the way up. So I hope you enjoy that. Thank you. Give it a try.